All we know about Steubenville. No, not the Ohio Steubenville, the Steubenville on Celebrate Virginia Parkway. Special thanks to the Del Webb residents who attended the August 19th FAMPO Policy Committee meeting and enlightened us all. During public comment, they asked the committee what was going on along Celebrate Virginia Parkway, who was clearing trees on the property just south of the FBI building, opposite the Celebrate Virginia North apartment complex. Not one Stafford or Spotsy supervisor, nor Fred City Council member, nor FAMPO staff member could provide an answer. The very next day, after driving through the new temporary composite traffic circle at the intersection of Banks Ford Parkway and Celebrate Virginia Parkway, heading down the beautifully landscaped 4-lane road, complete with extra wide medians, multiple turning lanes, ever-present stormwater drains, lighted poles, and an 8-foot wide path suitable for bikes and pedestrians, there it was. Trees already removed, land cleared, bulldozer, backhoe, and dump truck. But by who? And what was the reason they were clearing the trees? There were no signs to be read, no permits posted. And what was on the other side of the property being cleared? Where was the entrance to this work site? Commerce Parkway, just off of Warrenton Road, at its very end, behind the Clinic Wrestling School building. It was time to do some research. Who was the owner of this property? And how were they clearing land without anyone seemingly knowing about it? And was there a reason for this mystery? The Stafford County GIS map identified the property as Plat 44W5E, zoned M2 heavy industrial, and owned by the Steubenville Capital LLC. In the current property report, it was noted that there are 13.7 acres listed as vacant land commercial, assessed at a value of $2,387,400, and sold to Steubenville Capital LLC by the Celebrate Virginia corporate campus for $302,500 on January 27, 2022. An application to Planning and Zoning was applied for and filed on February 15, 2023. The status is listed as being final on March 13th of 2023. In the details, it is listed as a grading plan for preparing site work for a future industrial development park. A permit was granted to grade the property for a future project, but apparently the Planning Commission has no knowledge of the project and thus had not approved it. Would it be proper to enable a developer to clear land and grade it, but not have a permit to build anything on that land? Would there not be a concern for erosion and runoff with all the trees having been removed? Is this an example of by right development and not having to go through traditional procedural steps involving the Stafford County government? Who actually is the developer for Steubenville Capital LLC? Or is this a subsidiary of the Celebrate Virginia corporate campus, i.e. Larry Silver? Is this more than likely, being that the land had an appraised value of nearly $2.4 million and yet sold to Steubenville for $302,500? That being said, what is the potential purpose of clearing the specific land now without any construction? Could there be any outside interest in this land, and if becoming planned development, become more valuable to another owner or purpose? The other purpose. FAMPO's Rappahannock River Bridge and Parkway. The majority of the options for this substantial transportation project planned for the end of Commerce Parkway, Plat 44W5E to be expanded and connect to Celebrate Virginia Parkway. Option D is shown in red, and options B1, B2, or C shown in green. Several groups and individuals have received questions in an effort to get to the bottom of the mystery that surrounds Steubenville Capital LLC's initial effort to clear trees in grade 44W5E. Communication and transparency are always necessary between our government agencies and private corporations, especially when their actions have impact on the public.